Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm really actually very touched. There are more people than I expected, considering the number of invitations that I've sent out, because there's 3,000 people I have yet to invite. So thank you so much. And I just want to take a moment to show my gratitude to you and say thank you. And maybe we can all just put our hands on our heart chakra, which is basically in the middle of the chest where I go, this is me. You can just put your hands on the heart chakra and just close your eyes for a moment and give yourself gratitude for being here. And take nice breaths, not short breaths, like a breath from your belly. Belly, slow breaths, and try to slow them down as you give yourself gratitude for being here. You can certainly swear at yourself for being here if that feels more comfortable for you, but try for a little while to show yourself gratitude for being here. Very good. And now, just open your eyes, maybe have a nice big stretch. Get your body moving, get yourself comfortable, maybe move your hips, move your waist. I'm moving my legs under the table, moving my ankles, moving my hands. Sometimes just getting movement takes care of things like the fight, flight, or freeze response, because it's very much about that, isn't it? It's just that to release that freeze response, we kind of can move. That would be very nice. Okay, so I'm going to show in every session, I'm just going to show the EFT tapping points again. I like tapping with 2 points. Today I thought I'll tap with 2 points, with 2 hands. Sorry, not 2 points, 2 hands. And I thought, why don't we try 2 hand tapping? And we'll take it on from there. So first is the top of the head. If that's uncomfortable, let's say if you've got shoulder issues, leave it out. Go to the third eye instead, which is just here. And then on the eyebrow here. On the eyebrow where the eyebrow meets the nose. Side of the eye, we're not touching the eye, it's just a little bit on the side of the eye. Under the eye, it's where you would have that nice cheekbone thing if you were a big model. It would be here. Under the nose, on the chin, in the middle of this line on the chin, so we can tap them both together. Today I'm going to stop at the collarbone point rather than go underarm, but if you prefer to go underarm as well, nothing's stopping you. I'm just giving an easy version for everybody to use. And the correct way to find the collarbone point is to feel along your collarbones till they almost touch, but they don't. There's a dip in the middle. Tapping on there, that would be your collarbone point. Okay. So let's start by putting our intention out there. We're not going to use the karate chop today. We're just going to start with a heart position and end with a heart position. Just healing our heart chakra. And it's also the center of love and the center of fear. And wouldn't it be nice if we can find a way to bring in some self-appreciation into our center of love? You can always hate yourself if you want to, that's fine, but you can try loving yourself as well. Or you can hate yourself. And this is said for certain people in here. It doesn't apply to everyone. So just take a moment to give yourself some love and compassion, or the nearest to it that you can, as you close your eyes, and just allow me to send you some healing. As you breathe very slowly in and very slowly out, breathing from the belly. And we're going to do a de-stress, very simple tapping to start with. You can tap, or you can simply touch the points and see how they feel. Completely up to you. So, open your eyes and tap here on top of the head. And just we're going to be practicing how it feels to tap. Or if the top of the head isn't accessible to you, maybe the third eye. Or you can just touch the skin and breathe if that feels more comfortable. And when you're ready, on the eyebrow where it meets the nose. Side of the eye. Under the eye. Notice if you feel any sensations as you tap, like your fingers on your skin, or if you feel something else. And nose and chin. And on the collarbone. And now put your hands here as you take some nice belly breaths, slow belly breaths. As we set our intention to find the value in us, a value that will help us achieve something we want to achieve this year. It could be something really small that you want to achieve, or it could be something really big. Either way, just set your intention that you are worthy, or potentially worthy, whichever way you want to think about it, of achieving this thing. And let's tap. As we tap, I'm going to say some words. If you want to change them in your head or out loud, you can. Don't worry, everybody's muted, so that's okay. So tap here on top of the head, tap, 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 tap. I am willing to consider that I am worthy of moving forward. I am willing to consider that if I have tried before to achieve this and didn't quite make it, I was just practicing. And side of the eye, I am willing to consider that I am stronger than I think. And under the eye, I am willing to consider that I am worthy of more. I am willing to consider that I am creative. I am willing to consider that I can use my creativity to find safe new ways to move forward to achieve what I want to achieve this year. And put your hands here on the heart chakra. And just close your eyes as you're breathing with your hand on your heart chakra. And just allow me to send you healing. Allow yourself to turn that healing into whatever you need. Compassion, self-compassion, self-liking, creativity, so that you can ask for that raise from your boss, or creativity so that you can grow your career. Or creativity so that you can find a partner. Have a healthy weight. Or maybe improve something about your body, like, I don't know, blood pressure, an allergy, sleeping patterns. Let's put our intention out there. Yet you have the creativity to think of safe new solutions to old problems and to find exciting ways forward for this year, to move forward with confidence. And when you're ready, tap with me here on top of the head. Tap, 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 tap. I'm willing to consider that I am enough. And here on the eyebrow, I'm willing to consider that I can ask for more. I'm willing to consider that I am worthy of more. I am willing to consider that I am worthwhile and capable. If I have tried before and didn't quite make it, I forgive myself and I allow myself to move forward. I look forward to being excited about all the new possibilities of wonderful things that can happen for me this year. And I'm willing to consider that I am worthy of asking the universe for them to happen. And keep tapping here on the collarbone for a while, or if the collarbone is uncomfortable for you, try tapping under the eye. And close your eyes as you keep tapping, and I want you to scan your body from the top of your head all the way down through to your feet. And what you're looking for is that feeling of resistance, that part of you, that tension that says, well, I'm not actually worthy of going ahead and doing that. Or that part of you that says, who do you think you are to have this goal? Notice where you feel that in your body. Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? Is it in your legs? Is it in your back? Is it in your shoulders? Is it somewhere at the temples? Or is it just a tension all over? Remember that it is only a feeling. That's all it is, only a feeling. And we can go into where that feeling came from and psychoanalyze it forever, or we can just recognize it's just a feeling and visualize ourselves or feel ourselves taking a deep breath in and imagine yourself breathing that feeling out. And do that again. Take a breath in. And imagine breathing out any blocks to self-worth. And take another breath in. And breathe out any blocks to self-worth. Very good. And when you're ready, just put your hands on your heart chakra. And just imagine yourself nourishing your heart chakra with feelings of I am enough, feelings of I can, I'm allowed to move forward. Sometimes life events happen and we get a little bit of maybe I can't do that anymore, or maybe I can't do that, or whatever. And maybe you can find a way to do it. Maybe you are worthy of doing it. And maybe that's okay. And take a breath in. And exhale. And have a big stretch. Oh. Really mobilize your body, get your energy moving. Shake away any blocks in your path. Whatever feels right for you. Shake your arms, your legs, with your ankles and wrists. Let me have a quick drink. And we'll take it on from there. Let me see. Now, I'm going to write in the text something that a lot of people don't know about me. Something had happened many years ago, and I ended up feeling kind of not worthy or not allowed to rewrite my books. I'm just going to write it here. Not allowed. Not worthy of rewriting my books. And that's something that I'm going to work on today. It has come as a block time and 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 time again. And there were circumstances. I'm not going to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I have had some family circumstances over the last few years which took up a lot of my time and stuff like that. So that did come into it. It wasn't just a matter of not allowed and not worthy. It was also a matter of time. But I think if I felt 100% allowed, 100% worthy, I would have finished the task by now. So what I would like you to do is to everybody, just write in the chat, just like I have. No, I'm not gonna read it out. I'm just gonna look at it. And if you want, you can write it just to me personally, so that I'll have an idea of how to take this class for you, not for any other reason. Okay? And just write to me what you feel you're not worthy of, or what you want to. For example, maybe you're a bit worried about, maybe you're a little bit worried about not worthy of love. That's really interesting. Okay. So I'm not going to read out who said that or anything like that, but that is something that somebody else just said to me by text message. So I've got 2 people who have already said that to me. Not worthy of this is what happens. It's really very exciting because this is an area that again, so many are the same thing. And it's kind of like a romantic love thing. Along the lines of not worthy or not allowed. And it's about having a partner or being taken care of by a partner, being cared for by a partner, being loved by a partner. Yeah. And maybe a little bit of worry about being on your own and loving yourself and learning to live with yourself. So let's see. Sometimes we have life experiences that somehow convince us that we shouldn't love ourselves, or we shouldn't have a loving, respectful relationship. Could have been from an ex-partner, an ex-boss. Yep. I got the last one too. I did find a way, and unfortunately it was a painful way, but I just had to do it. And I can't tell you just how much better I feel for it. But let me just say, I'm just going to respond to this one message directly. Let's see when will it be. I'm just offering a private chat to somebody who's kind of prepaid for the thing that we're going to be doing next week, which is a healing circle. If you're interested in healing circles, then just ask and I can send you the link if you haven't already been invited. Okay, wonderful. So, what we want to do is get past that experience that's convinced us I can't, and just think of, what do I need in order to achieve this? What can I do to make this happen? And I've watched a video today and it was very timely. I think I have saved it in my videos, and that was about autoimmune disease. That's all it was about. It wasn't about anything else. But the same applies to anything else. And it was a doctor who ended up with a very serious autoimmune disease and managed to get herself out of it. And she was saying, you know what, with this kind of thing, if you want to see results, you have to work really hard at it. I totally agree, having done the same thing with a lung disease. I should have been dead a long time ago, and I don't intend to go anytime soon. So sometimes it is kind of, sorry, I'm just changing my chat settings to everybody. Sometimes it can be kind of like, yeah, I shouldn't do this, or I can't do this, or whatever. But, you know, how many hours a day have you put towards this? So let's say if you want to find a partner, have you identified the 3 non-negotiables that you need to identify? And do you have a strategy to interview a potential lover about them? How many hours do you put aside each day or each week so that you can play the game of, let's face it, these days most people meet online, of online dating. How online dating as just the only method I know of at the moment that everybody uses. And the music has stopped, and let me start it again. All right, there we go. So it does take some effort. And how much strength are you giving yourself to walk away from somebody as soon as they've indicated through your own questioning that they're not suitable for you? Or how much effort are you putting into getting to like the one you're with if all the indications are that they are suitable for you? It's kind of like trying to put the work in, you will get the results. But we need to open up our energy in order to put the work in. Because if our energy is all about, well, I can't get this anyway, I can't do this anyway, I can't get to like myself and my own company anyway, or I'm incapable anyway, or I can't find a partner anyway, or I'm too stuck in my own ways to find someone anyway, all that kind of stuff. And then we can open our energy to looking at it differently. And that changes what we say to ourselves and how we feel. And then we can do all the hard work that we need to get from A to B. And I'm not trying to make it sound harder than it is. It just takes some time. It's just putting some time aside to do what you need to do to give yourself that opportunity. So put your hands on the heart chakra and just take a breath in. And as you breathe out, make yourself a promise that you're going to make yourself high priority this year. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, promise yourself you will make yourself high priority this year. And when you open your energy to making yourself high priority, you will find the ways to do it. And you will find the time to do it. And you will find all the help that you need to make it happen. And you will find what you need in you to make it happen. So take another breath in. And as you breathe out, make yourself a promise that you will make yourself high priority this year. Very good. And tap here with me. And just listen to my words or change them to words that are better for you. Tap on top of the head. I choose to make myself high priority this year. Very good. And tap here on the eyebrow. Maybe I'm not used to making myself number one priority. On side of the eye. Maybe I don't really know how to make myself number one priority. And tap under the eye. Maybe I don't feel worthy of learning to be comfortable in my own company. Or maybe I don't feel worthy of others liking to be in my company. And tap here. And maybe sometimes I just think, what's the point? And maybe it's normal to think that way sometimes. maybe I'm actually okay. And by attending this class, I'm doing everything I can to move forward. And keep tapping here on the collarbone. Close your eyes. And notice if you have any discomfort in your body anywhere. As I said those words, it might be in your shoulders, in your belly, in your chest, in your legs, in your hips, in your temples, wherever it is. Or maybe it's just a tension all over. And take a nice belly breath in. And slowly breathe out this tension. And take a nice, slow belly breath in. And breathe out this tension. Take another slow belly breath in. And breathe out this tension. And have a nice big stretch. Oh. Ah. Open your eyes if you haven't already and come back to the present moment. Ah. Shake off anything that doesn't belong. And I'm going to write in the chat how I feel about what I shared with you earlier. That I'm not allowed or not worthy or whatever of rewriting these books. As I keep coming up with excuses for not doing them. Some of these excuses are very real, yes. But some of these excuses are not. I'm just going to write down how I feel about this now. As I think about how do I feel about this. Right, I've just typed it in. And I'll wait for you to send me your answers and then I'll just read out mine. And then I'll know what to aim for your own thing that you want. I'm getting total silence in the chat, so oh, very good. Yes, very good. Excellent. All right. So let's send ourselves love and support and take it on from there. So start here and take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just make that promise to yourself of allowing yourself love, support, courage, and respect. And again, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, promise yourself that you will try to give yourself love, support, courage, and respect. And one more time, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, promise yourself love, support, courage, and respect. And tap here with me. Breathe in love and support for yourself and breathe out any negative thoughts. And tap here with me. Breathe in courage and respect for yourself. And breathe out any negative thoughts. And tap here with me and breathe in courage for yourself. Breathe out what no longer serves you. And tap here. Breathe in respect for yourself. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Very good. And tap here. Breathe in courage, support, and love for yourself. And breathe out what no longer serves you. And finally here, breathe in love, respect, courage, and support for yourself. And breathe out what no longer belongs in your life. Put your hands here, and for the last time, kind of give yourself a hug. Or maybe give yourself a hug like this. Give yourself a big hug, a big thank you for being here. Thank you so much for coming.